Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Alvin here. Today in this video, I'm here with an interesting topic. After a few weeks, and I have successfully completed my DSA third weeks of DSA, and I'm here with an interesting topic after 3 weeks. I hope you guys may have excited about what I am talking about, or which topic that I have chosen to talk in this seminar. The topic that I have chosen is the SQL and NoSQL, or we can say the relational or non-relational data management systems. Okay, so that's the topic that I have chosen here to talk. And by this video, we can discuss about and be talking about the for the basics from the basics. Okay, so that everyone should understand what I am talking about, or how these systems are working, or what is meant by the SQL and non-SQL. It's completely beginner friendly. I will talking everything from scratch, and you guys may have cleared it very well. Let's begin by before that, I will talk what are the things that I have talked in this video. First, I am going to talk about what is an SQL or what is a NoSQL. Okay, the difference between SQL and NoSQL, and which one is better, and what is meant by relational DBMS, and they have so many terminologies as I will share with you in this video, later in this video. These are the topics that I have going to talk in this video. It's always beginner friendly, and it's only for beginners. If you are an intermediate, or you are familiar with this kind of terminologies, or this kind of technologies, you can skip this video. Talking everything from basics. If you are an experienced person, you may not need to see this video. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's see what is a SQL and NoSQL. Okay, SQL and NoSQL are these two types of SQL. It stands for structured query language, and NoSQL stands for non-structured query language. So, as the name suggests, SQL have a proper structure, and NoSQL has no that defined structure. Okay, so these two languages are used for manipulating or accessing or inserting data from a data management system. These are the two major kind of languages that exist in the DBMS, or DBMS, data management system. The SQL means that the data that is stored in the data management system have a proper structure. For example, the MySQL or PostgreSQL is a kind of it's come under the category of SQL. As we can see that, or we have see. Okay, I will say it very simple. You guys all have seen a table. Okay, while seeing a table, we get an idea of what is actually contained in that table, and what is meant by. For example, let's take a table of students. Okay, let's take a table of students. There we have a serial number, column for serial number, and the column for student name, and student standard, and student grade, etc. As we see that, we can understand, or a normal person can understand, what are the things that are stored in this table. Okay, and it have a specific structure, as the data is stored in a rows and columns. Okay, the data are stored in the rows and columns, and each row are called a record, and each columns are called an attribute, and the rows and columns are commonly called a table, and a collection, and a group of tables are called collections. Okay, these are the things, or group of tables are combined together, and which forms a database. So these are the things that are basics to know about the SQL. And when we came to the NoSQL part, it is completely opposite to the SQL. So because as the name suggests, it contains data of any type, which means that if I say any, which we where we can store any data in any structure. Okay, which means the data we can store in any structure. As I say that in the SQL we store the data in rows and columns, and if any, for example, if a student is and we are storing the data of student and they have serial numbers which we can give on randomly or by in a specific order, and after that we give the student name, and after that we give the grade, and assume that if any of the student have no grade that is updated in this table, or that have no calculated, there will get a space for that particular data, and we can't assure that the data will come in the future or not. It will always allocate that space for that data, and this is kind of memory wastage. Okay, as in the case of NoSQL databases, there we can store the data in any structure, and there is no specific structure. We can store that in a format of JSON data, and if you don't know about JSON data, you can search it on Google, and it's kind of simply it's kind of an object in JavaScript. We can store the data as key value pair. So if the key is serial number, and we can give the value as 1, and if the key is name, we can give the value of the student value as the name of the student, and if the student name is not present, we don't have to give the key or value or anything. We only have to give the data which we have. Okay, so that's about the SQL and NoSQL databases. So after we go to the advantages and disadvantages of SQL and NoSQL databases. So which is actually okay, so I forgot to say some examples for the SQL and NoSQL. As I have mentioned that in the that way saying explain the SQL databases, I have mentioned already the PostgreSQL and MySQL type of databases, which are database management systems, which stands for which are the examples of SQL databases. And when we take in the case of NoSQL databases, we can say that they have MongoDB, Cassandra, Neo4j, and Hadoop and Hive, that kind of big data management systems like that. So these are the examples of NoSQL databases. And what is the advantage and disadvantage, or which one is better than the other? We can't say that the SQL database is better than NoSQL, or NoSQL database is better than SQL. It completely depends on they have their own limitations and advantages, but these all are be used in a project. It depends on the use case, or the what is the need of us, or the what kind of data that we have to store in the database. So these all are depends on that specific type of criteria. So as per that, we choose a database for our project, and we continue with that. So they don't have any this is better than that, they don't have that kind of thing. It only depends on the criteria, or what is our use case, or what kind of data that we have to store in the database. It all depends on that. So that's all I have to talk in this video. See you in the another video in the next week. Thank you for watching.